Hi, my name is Sherry Six, and I'm from Sixer Upper Wellness Services. And in this video, I'm going to teach you how to do a basic EFT tapping sequence. And this is something that you can do anytime that you're feeling a strong emotion that you want to help process. And when you just want to feel better, if you're just feeling stressed out, it's a good time to do some tapping. Okay, so first thing you're going to do is we're going to figure out, all right, well, what's going on with me? What emotion am I feeling strongest? Is it irritation? Is it anger? Is it frustration, sadness, whatever it may be? Okay. Take a moment and figure out what that emotion is. Okay. And then you're going to go ahead and rate that from 1 to 10. 10 is the most intense, and 1 is that it's pretty much gone. It's important to do a little bit of rating at the beginning because then you can kind of see where you started and where you finish when we're done. Okay. And then the next thing I want you to do is think about your emotion and think about, go ahead and do a little scan of your body and see if there's anywhere that you can tell where that emotion is hanging out in your body right now. Do you feel maybe a little tightness in your chest? Do you feel some tension in your belly? Where might you feel that? And if you don't feel that, that's totally okay. You can just skip the part about the body part. All right. And then next, what's the story? What happened? What are you upset about? Did you have a fight with somebody? Were you did somebody just cut you off in traffic? Like, what is it that's going on that's causing you stress? Okay. So what we're going to do, you're going to go ahead and we're going to start tapping on the side of our hands. And then you're just going to repeat after me, filling in your own words. Okay. So even though I'm feeling your emotion in my, and that's your body part. When I think about, and that's your story, I deeply and completely accept myself. And just so you know, if the I deeply and completely accept myself feels a little bit too far off for you, you can always change that. Another easy one is just, and I can accept these feelings. All right, we're going to do this 2 more times. Even though I'm feeling in my, when I think about, I deeply and completely accept myself. All right, and then third time, even though I'm feeling in my, when I think about, I deeply and completely accept myself. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the tapping points on the body. And you're just going to go ahead and shorten up whatever that phrase is. Okay. So whether it's this anger in my chest or this sadness in my heart or whatever it may be, you're just going to shorten that up. Okay. So the first tapping point is right in the middle of the top of the head. Good way to do it. I just kind of tap like that. You're welcome to tap whatever feels good to you. Okay. So I'm just going to say this pain in my chest just as a guide for everybody, but you just go ahead and fill in your own words. All right, this pain in my chest. The next point is where the eyebrows meet the nose, and you can do one side. I tend to do both hands. Whatever feels most comfortable for you is totally fine. Okay. This pain in my chest, or the sadness in my chest. Change it to that. Okay. Next tapping point is right on the side of the eyes. You might even feel like a little ridge in the bone right before you get to your eyeballs. All right. The sadness in my chest. All right. The next point is right underneath the center of the middle of the eyes here, right where the bone is. You can feel a little ridge there too, probably. All right. The sadness in my chest. All right. The next tapping point is right underneath the nose here. This one is one hand. The sadness in my chest. Okay. The next one is, if you have a little chin wrinkle like me, that's about where it is. The sadness in my chest. All right, the next one, if you can find where your collarbones end, you go right underneath them and just a little bit to the sides. That's where this tapping point is. Usually people like to tap with a few fingers, or even little fists are really good for this one too. All right, the sadness in my chest. Okay, and then the last tapping point is about 3 inches underneath your armpit. You can do it on the sides here. You can kind of just do one hand. Some people like to do like a little hug. Okay. All right. So the sadness in my chest. Okay. And then go ahead and take a deep breath. It's also really good to drink water whenever you're doing tapping because it helps it work better. And then what you're going to do is, all right, tune back into yourself, figure out, okay, is that still that same emotion that I'm feeling? 1 through 10, where am I at now? Did it change? Is it still in the same body part? What am I thinking about? Is it still the same story? And then you're just going to go ahead and repeat with whatever the new information is. All right. Thank you so much for listening.